participated in ongoing professional development as he is a true lifelong learner, committed to remaining responsive to the needs of his students and staying current with research and educational strategies. Mr. Richard Duino is to be highly commended for his dedication, his infectious enthusiasm, his collegiality, his service to the students and faculty and parents of Baldwin, his positive demeanor, his professionalism, sensitivity, and kindness have truly set him apart as a master educator. Rich, we wish you a happy and healthy retirement filled with new adventures, and we thank you for your significant contributions to our school and community.
Thank you.
So, the citation that we're going to give you, Rich. Whereas Rich Duino has served the students of Baldwin School District for 19 years as a science teacher at Baldwin High School, teaching forensic science, integrated science, science in the marketplace, general science, and conceptual physics. And whereas he's demonstrated the wonders of science in our world and sparked curiosity and appreciation for how things work for countless students. And whereas Richard has dedicated so much of his time and effort to providing quality instruction and making learning and discovering interesting and fun for his students, including dropping thousands of eggs from the ceilings of the community. Not that many? Hundreds, okay, sure. And the Commons, whereas he has been part of student life by advising the Theoretical Technologies Club, Science Olympiads, Robotics Team, and Blue Marble. The Board of Education and the district administration congratulate him on his retirement, wish him continued health and happiness, and thank you for your outstanding service to the school district. Thank you. Congratulations. Enjoy your retirement. If you want to say a few words.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Unless you want us to do a... Come over this way.
Yeah. No throwing the eggs. Couple words. Well, I just want to thank the people of Baldwin. Ms. O'Hagan just reminded me of a story. One of my students, she did graduate, doing well, and I happened to meet her outside the classroom on the soccer field with my wife, and an example of how the Baldwin community just extends out into my life. The Baldwins brought me in 19 years ago, almost 20 years ago, as one of their, I guess, children, and now I've grown up, and maybe I'm one of their adults, but I've appreciated. I've not appreciated, but I really enjoyed my stay here, and enjoyed every moment, and have no regrets looking back. Just wish I was younger, that's all. Thank you very much.
We have two additional retirees from the high school, but they were unable to make it. But our practice is to read their whereas statements, even in their absence. So the first statement that I'm going to read is for Sally Lemon. Whereas Sally Lemon has served the students of Baldwin High School as an English teacher since 1993, researching writing techniques and ideas that she has implemented into her curriculum. And whereas Ms. Lemon took the responsibility to create the honors curriculum and encourage the creation of student portfolios, collaborated with Social Studies Department to align the honors curriculum with the Global Studies curriculum, advised the Golden Wave student newspaper, and proposed a new senior elective course entitled Magical Realism. And whereas Ms. Lemon utilized differentiated instructional strategies such as Think, Pair, Share, art, poetry, music projects, and presentations, role-playing, graphic organizers, deciphering artistic depictions through written expression and journal writing, held remediation sessions for incoming freshmen, and wrote letters of recommendation for former students. And whereas Ms. Lemon chose peer coaching in lieu of traditional observation and continually extended herself for the betterment of the department and the school, the Board of Education and the district administration thank her for her years of dedicated service and wish her a happy and healthy retirement. Patricia Pepe has served the Baldwin School District for almost 24 years as a monitor for the attendance office and dean's office, and whereas Pat has worked diligently calling parents and helping to monitor students' attendance, and whereas she was extremely efficient and played an integral role in both offices assisting students, parents, and staff, and was always willing to lend anyone a hand wherever needed, and whereas Pat was a respected colleague with a positive attitude and great sense of humor, and whereas she enhanced the lives of students and faculty at Baldwin High School, the Board of Education and district administration deeply appreciate all of Pat's contributions and years of service, congratulate her on her retirement, and wish her and her family a healthy retirement filled with family, friends, and new adventures. At this time, I'm going to ask Mr. Ramirez to come up and say a few words about our next retiree, Kavil Austin Fox. Kavil, would you come up, please? Kavil not here?
Oh, Mrs. Fox, no, she's here, she's here. Maybe she's sick. Who said that? That was funny. So I had a speech ready, but I'm gonna kind of blend it in and go off the cuff a little bit. Mrs. Fox has been a nurse at the high school for 8.5 years. Always has had carried out her duties with the utmost passion and love for the students that she serves. The high school health office, if you're not familiar, gets over 100 visits a day, and she treats every student with the same care and compassion. She truly works with the students and looks at them as if they were her son or her daughter when she works with them. Whether their needs are physical or emotional, she's always provided care and love for them and found that Band-Aid to make them feel better. She's provided so much support in terms of not only physical but social and mental support for the students that come in the office. She will be missed. Her work will be missed. On a personal level, it's nice to come into work, and no matter how stressful the health office is, she always has a smile and deals with pressure much better than I do. I will miss her. I will call her. I will miss her translations for me, for our Haitian population, Creole students. So in honor of that, my last sentence, I've been working on this for a whole day, is going to be in Creole. I'm going to try my best. Hopefully no one here understands, and it'll just come off as it's good. So, moi souhaitu santé, prospérité, avec crokunta, nous retraitu, which means I wish you prosperity and happiness in your retirement.
Thank you. That wasn't too bad.
I try.
Thank you.
Not yet. So whereas Kavil Austin Fox has been a school nurse at the Baldwin High School since October 2007, and whereas she has always met the needs of the students, parents, and staff with a caring approach and a warm heart, and whereas she has demonstrated commitment to the Baldwin community and a sincere concern for the physical and emotional well-being of all students, the Board of Education and the district administration thank her for her years of dedicated service and wish her an enjoyable retirement with 2 children and the love of her life, Alan.
It's been a real pleasure to have worked at the Baldwin High School for the past 8.5 years. I'm going to miss the students so much. And it's been really hard, especially today, because my replacement was at the school. And the kids were wondering who this person was. And I had to reveal that she was my replacement for September. And I've been slowly telling them that I'm going to leave, some of the kids. But today was the real test. And it was very touching. So I think for the next few days that's remaining in the calendar year, it's going to be very hard for them. And for me also. So it's sad, very sad to go.
So our next two retirees are unable to be here today. They're from the Food Service Department. One is Daisy Salazar. I'm going to read her whereas statement. Whereas Daisy Salazar has been a food service worker in Baldwin District for 9 years, and whereas she has worked in cafeterias of both the middle school and the high school, diligently and expeditiously serving students during their break, and whereas Ms. Salazar is a team player, never hesitating to offer assistance to her coworkers, the Board of Education and the district administration thank her for her service and wish her a happy and healthy retirement. The next individual retiring from food service is Victoria Azzarello. Whereas Victoria Azzarello has been a food service worker in Baldwin District for nearly 12 years, and whereas she has worked in the busy high school cafeteria, helping to assure that the students are being offered a nutritious and well-balanced meal. And whereas Victoria is a dependable and trustworthy employee, always willing to go above and beyond her job duties, the Board of Education and the district administration thank her for her service and wish her a healthy and joyful retirement. At this time, I'm going to ask Mr. Marr to come up to speak about Ms. Ann Kroll. Ann, would you like to come up?
Thank you, Ms. Reed. And Ms. Kroll, congratulations. Brad Henry once said, "A good teacher can inspire hope, ignite the imagination, and instill a love of learning." The teacher we are honoring this evening has done this for the students of BMS, teaching 25 years and never losing her love of learning and teaching. This teacher offers extra help hours, has mentored a number of our students, and works countless hours to hone her craft. In all she sets out to do, she goes above and beyond. She enjoys when the students choose to spend time in her room at lunch as opposed to being in the dining hall. She is always willing to accept the challenge and welcomes new opportunities. One of her most recent contributions to our school has been spearheading a campaign to help Baldwin Middle School gain national recognition as a PTA School of Excellence. She's a tough editor.
That'll be my next job.
As a site-based team member, she has invested the past year following a prescribed roadmap of excellence. She has collaborated with other team members to implement suggestions to enhance our homeschool community connection. We are grateful for the time and talent she has poured into our school, most often behind the scenes. As a native French speaker, she spends time each year offering her assistance to the students in the foreign language department. This year, she developed the 8th grade journalism pre-academy program. Under her tutelage, the students designed a newsletter, conducted interviews, and welcomed guest speakers, making the journalism experience come alive. This former ELA supervisor, who yearned to go back to the classroom full-time, is a master teacher who has guided her colleagues by offering in-service courses on the latest educational trends. She is someone her students and peers choose to emulate. She is always learning, taking classes, reading professional journal articles, and implementing new ideas in her classroom, although she also implements some old-time ideas. I recently observed her. I'm going to show. We didn't even practice this. This is pretty good. She has the Kroll stare. She could quiet anyone at any time. And I actually have to tell you, she's so nice, I didn't know she had it in her. Out of nowhere, there were students in the back kind of murmuring, a little murmur, and Mrs. Kroll noticed. Can you share the stare with us? That student stare? That's it. As a community member for more than 30 years, Mrs. Kroll has always taken pride in Baldwin, attending parades, academic events, and sporting activities. She exudes kindness, and there is no doubt about that. She exudes warmth, she exudes intellect, and she exudes leadership. She's truly one of the most wonderful, caring human beings I've had an opportunity to work with in my career. I thank you for your years of service to our children. We appreciate your inspiration, your imagination, and your infectious love of learning. Mrs. Kroll, we are so proud of your achievements and wish you the very best in your retirement.
So whereas Ann Kroll has been a teacher in the Baldwin School District for 25 years, including as ELA supervisor, but who yearned to go back into the classroom full-time, and whereas Ms. Kroll is a master teacher who has guided her colleagues by offering in-service courses on the latest educational trends, and who is always willing to mentor a new teacher, and has served many years on the Baldwin Teacher Center Advisory Board, where I know you're from, and whereas Ms. Kroll has mentored many middle school students, always providing extra help hours, as well as offered her assistance as a native speaker to students in French, and developed the 8th grade journalism pre-academy program so that the journalism experience came alive. And whereas, as a community member for more than 30 years, Ms. Kroll has always taken pride in Baldwin, attending parades, academic events, and sports activities, spearheading a campaign to help Baldwin Middle School gain recognition as the PTA School of Excellence, investing the past year following a prescribed roadmap of excellence. As a member of the site-based team and collaborating with other team members to implement suggestions to enhance the home-school community connection, the Board of Education and the district administration thank you for your years of dedicated service, and we wish you a happy and healthy retirement.
I'm not shy in front of the students, but I am shy in front of adults. So I'm going to make this short and sweet. I've really enjoyed my years in Baldwin as a teacher, as a mentor, as a supervisor, and it was wonderful also being a member of the community for many years, 38 years. My children went through Baldwin, and I'm very proud to have been part of the education and the faculty and the people of Baldwin. Thank you.
Our next, oh, no, that's Dr. Murphy, sorry. So our next retiree is Sarah Baker Gonzalez, and I'm going to ask Dr. Murphy to come up and say a few words.
I just want to go on record that I don't really want to read these speeches because that means I have to accept that they're leaving us, and I'm not ready to do that yet, but I'm very happy for them. First, Sarah Gonzalez. Sarah Gonzalez has been at the heart of the special education department in Baldwin Schools since she first walked through the doors of Meadow School in September 1996. In her 20 years of service in the Baldwin School District, Sarah has worked as a kindergarten first grade teacher in our self-contained program before moving to the Baldwin Middle School and eventually into Baldwin High School to provide a multisensory reading program to special education students. She's also worked in our summer programs both at the elementary and the secondary level. In her resignation letter, which I'm still pretending to have never seen, one statement struck me as the best way to sum up Sarah's contributions to the students of Baldwin perfectly. She said that helping a person learn to read is like giving them a present they can unwrap day after day. She goes on to say how lucky she was to be able to be the giver of that gift. And that's exactly what Sarah did with her students, the parents, and the colleagues and administrators with whom she has worked. Working with Sarah has indeed been a gift. In her time, she has demonstrated a high level of skill working with students of all ages and all ability levels. Her knowledge and expertise in the field of reading has been an asset to her peers, to parents, and most importantly, to students. She has been counted on more times than I can remember to participate in CSE meetings and lend this expertise in making decisions in the best interest of the student. In addition to teaching, Sarah has been an active member of the Baldwin community, as a member of the Baldwin Teacher Center Policy Board, as a mentor to students in the Baldwin Middle School mentoring program, and as participant in many extracurricular, SEPTA, and community activities. It has been an honor to work with someone with the level of expertise, professionalism, and heart as Sarah Gonzalez. The Special Education Department, the Baldwin Middle School, the Baldwin High School, and the Baldwin School District community will miss her greatly. On behalf of the Baldwin School District, we wish Sarah a long and happy retirement filled with peaceful mountain mornings, concerts at the SPAC, hiking, gardening with her daughter and granddaughter, and of course an occasional ride on the back of a Harley with her husband. May she have good health and be surrounded by good friends and family. Congratulations.
I'm short. Whereas Sarah Gonzalez has been a special education teacher in the Baldwin School District for 20 years in Baldwin High School, Baldwin Middle School, and Meadow School, dedicating her career to offering the greatest gift to the most fragile students, the gift of reading. And whereas Ms. Gonzalez initiated a reading program that has benefited so many students, assisting students on all levels from elementary to middle to high school, staying after school and coming in early to offer students a safe and nurturing learning environment. And whereas Ms. Gonzalez has served on the Baldwin Teacher Center Advisory Board, in addition to helping at various Baldwin Middle School functions. And whereas, of note, Ms. Gonzalez is a true humanitarian who spent years cultivating a community garden with her students and harvesting food for local people in need, walked the Jones Beach Boardwalk at the high school track and the high school track in support of community members struggling with cancer, and came to the aid of others in their darkest hours during Superstorm Sandy, say that 3 times, even while suffering her own losses. The Board of Education and the district administration thank you for your years of dedicated service, and we wish you a happy and healthy retirement.
Okay, like Ann, I'm much better in front of kids than I am in front of grown-ups, but I just want to say thank you all very much. Again, like Ann, I'm a member of the community as well. My kids went to school here from elementary on, and it has been my absolute honor and privilege to work with your kids and to be a part of the school district and a part of this community. So thank you.
Gina Brown. Can you please come up for another speech I don't want to read? Gina Brown is the personification of Baldwin Schools. She has been working in the Baldwin School District since August of 1980. In her 36 years of dedication as a language, speech, and hearing teacher, she has worked in almost every school in the district and at every grade level. She's worked in every school except Steele. But since that's not impressive, I'm going to say she has worked in Brookside School, Lenox School, Meadow School, Milburn School, Plaza School, Schubert School, Baldwin High School, and finally here at Baldwin Middle School. All right, I was going to say if we can get her in there for one day, but if you did testing at Steele, then that counts. Okay. As she noted in her resignation letter, helping students to communicate better has and always will be her passion. She adds that she has always loved what she does, and that is evident in everything she does. She always comes in with a smile and always brings a sense of positivity to wherever she goes. As I mentioned, she has worked in numerous buildings and has had a positive impact with all the students, the staff, parents, and administration in every stop along the way. She is skilled at working with students of all ages and all ability levels. Every time I have been in her room, I have seen children loving what they are doing. She is a skilled clinician, and her expertise has been an asset to us and to her students. Gina has also worked on the Committee of Preschool Special Education. Her positivity, expertise, and guidance was invaluable to parents as they made what can often be difficult decisions about their young children. Her efforts and dedication to everything she approaches is unsurpassed. Gina has been an absolute pleasure to work with. The Speech and Language Department, the Special Education Department, the Baldwin Middle School, and the Baldwin School District as a whole value her work and expertise, and she will be missed greatly. On behalf of the Baldwin School District, we wish Gina a long and happy retirement where she has good health and is surrounded by good friends and family. Congratulations.
Whereas Gina Brown has been a special education teacher in the Baldwin School District for more than 30 years at Baldwin High School, Baldwin Middle School, Brookside, Lenox, Meadow, Milburn Plaza, Schubert, possibly Steele tomorrow. And whereas she has helped our children meet their language, speech, and hearing goals with confidence and determination. And whereas her students describe her as easy to talk to, kind, patient, and caring. And whereas Miss Brown is a consummate professional and a team player, serving on our Stamps for Success Committee, designed to recognize the strengths of our students. And whereas she has attended and participated in a variety of events and activities through the years, including Multicultural Festival, Evening of Humanities, and the Valentine Dance. The Board of Education and the District Administration thank Ms. Brown for her dedicated service and wish you an enjoyable retirement with your family.
Yes, wow. These 36 years have really flown. They actually have. They have. I truly believe that when you are working with students of any age, anyone younger than you are, helping them to communicate, you stay young, you really understand that helping people express themselves is truly rewarding for them and for you to see that happen. And I remember doing, so many varied things, pre-K screening high school entrance, and everything in between. Working on the committees has been very interesting, being on child study teams, evaluating reports from many different professionals. There have been so many facets to this position, and I've enjoyed every single part of it. And being in so many different schools, I've met so many wonderful people, parents, students, principals, administrators, and people from the community. So I just want to thank everyone and, say I appreciate everything you've done for me. Thank you.
to my next four retirees. Unfortunately, were unable to attend. But as I said, we're going to read their whereas statements. The first one is for Charlene Scannell. Whereas Charlene Scannell has been both a longtime resident and teacher dedicated to the Baldwin School District, and whereas in 1999, Mrs. Scannell became a teacher at Brookside School and truly enjoyed the inquisitive minds of young learners as she taught both kindergarten and second grade, and whereas the aroma of baked goods filled the school, her love of hands-on classroom projects were on constant display in the hallways, her passion for literature enveloped the classroom, and her desire to have her class library lined with every new book published was a model for her fellow teachers. And whereas Charlene had a wonderful rapport with her students who would often call her out her name at the Baldwin hot spots in town, whether she would be shopping for goodies for her class at the Dollar Tree or dining with her family at the Touch of Italy. The Board of Education and District Administration thank her for the years of enduring service and wish her a happy and healthy retirement with her husband Jim, her children and grandson Oliver, and granddaughter Elise. The next retiree is from Facilities and Grounds, Raul Suarez. Whereas Raul Suarez has provided 28 years of service to the Baldwin School District as a member of Facilities Department, and whereas he worked to the highest of standards in providing a well-maintained and safe environment for the students and staff at Meadow School, the high school, and Lennox School, and whereas he proved to be a dedicated and hardworking staff member, and whereas he will be missed by his friends and colleagues, the entire Baldwin community, Baldwin Board of Education, and District Administration thank him for his outstanding years of service and wish him well on his retirement with more time to spend with his family. Our next retiree, George Brown. Whereas George Brown has provided 18 years of service to the Baldwin School District as a member of the Facilities Department, and whereas he worked to the highest of standards in providing a clean and safe environment for the students and staff at the high school, and whereas he proved to be a dedicated, hardworking staff member, and whereas he will be missed by his friends and colleagues, the entire Baldwin community, Board of Education, and District Administration thank him for his outstanding years of service and wish him well on his retirement. Next retiree, Joseph Gallo. Whereas Joseph Gallo has provided 13 years of service to the Baldwin School District